Hey guys, this is Dr. Sandy with another exciting video for you and your family and friends. Today's title is to be How to Be Strong for Life. If you're watching for the first time, my name is Dr. Sandy. I'm a practicing chiropractor. This is my 24th year of practice. And if you've been watching for some time, welcome back and let's jump into it. So this video, I'm going to be talking about how to be strong for life. So what am I talking about? Like, you might have an image in your mind, and Dr. Sandy's making this video on how everyone can be a bodybuilder. And if you are a bodybuilder, I respect you because I know the discipline that must take. But what I'm really saying is that how can we be strong throughout our life? Mentally, physically, what can we do to be as strong as possible? My definition of strong is that you're getting stuff done that you need to do. You are strong enough, you are healthy enough to accomplish what you want. That might be taking care of your family, that might be studying, that might be running a major business, a corporation, whatever that looks like, but you're getting stuff done. That's really what, to me, power is about. You have that power because you're healthy and you're strong, which breeds confidence. You feel you can get things done, you're getting things done, and I want you to fight as hard as possible. And I don't know if you have this belief, but a lot of people believe that you get older, you slow down, you don't do stuff. I mean, if you want to believe that, that's your choice. But I think you need to start looking at role models, start looking at people who are getting older and still doing a lot. I believe God put us here for a purpose. I think we're here to have a great life. I think we're here to help other people. We're here to make the world a better place. And that's only going to happen if you are driven, if you are healthy, if you are confident. That's really what the mission is. That's what we want to see for our patients, that they are happy because they're healthy, and then they can enjoy their family life. They can enjoy their work life. They want to be strong. They want to be healthy. And you can do all these things, and you can even say like, yeah, I'm healthy and I'm healthy, and you can repeat that, but you got to feel it. You got to own it. And there's certain principles you have to follow to be healthy. So let's jump into it. So number one, and I'm going to go over four things, but number one would be starting the day with some kind of ritual and whatever works for you. If that is prayer, meditation, having a gratitude journal, reading something inspirational, listening to something inspirational, however that looks for you, but you need to have even 5 minutes to yourself to start the day. And what you're doing is you are creating a mindset for health. We shouldn't be sitting back and waiting for like that inspiration. You create that, you move forward, you develop that habit. And every time you're doing things again and again, obviously that's going deeper into your neurology, and then you're training yourself that this is the way it is. Not waiting to feel positive, but getting yourself in that state. Because I think this is something you need to work on for the rest of your life. That's the attitude I'm going with. This video, I want to say it again. This is for someone who's saying that as I get older, I just want to get better and better. I want to work on myself. I want to be the best version of myself. I know I don't believe in this thing where like I get older, I slow down and I do nothing, unless that's really your choice, because I don't want to decide for you. But I would hope even if you retire that you're spending more time with your family, enjoying with your family. Maybe you're going to the gym, you're working out at home, you're doing yoga. But let's get that fire in the belly. Let's get people moving again. Let's people get just active with life, just engaging. I see people just walking around like, nothing's going on. How can you say that? Why not have an attitude that I'm alive today? God gave me another day. It's going to be a great day. Why not come from that place, man? And starting your day like that, ending your day like that, and just constantly practicing and looking around saying, I'm grateful for this. I have a roof over my head. I have a family. I'm able to move, or whatever that looks like for you, but just practice that. And I know you've heard it before. You've probably read it in a book, but practice it, implement it. And that way I want to make sure as you're getting older, you're enjoying life. You should be getting better and better and better. You shouldn't be slowing down, but starting with some kind of daily morning ritual. Maybe it's 5 minutes, maybe it's 1 hour, maybe it's 90 minutes, whatever works for you, but start your day like that. I also want to say something in between as well. Everything I'm sharing with you, like, I'm trying my best, and I'll be honest, some days I don't do it, or I don't do it properly to the full extent, but I get up and I try again the next day. But shoot for 90%. Shoot for as strong as you can be. Try to be the best version of yourself, however that looks, but try. And if you miss a few days or something happens and you travel, or life just gets too hectic and you weren't able to exercise or do your thing, or you just couldn't do your morning ritual, whatever that looks like, it's okay. Just get up and just say, I'm going to try again and try again and try again. That's all life is about. There's no guarantees, but just try and try and try and do your best. And I believe if you do that hard enough, long enough, something's going to turn around. The next thing I would say, I've gone back and forth on this, and I'm going to share where I am now. There's a lot of people who talk about exercise, like, workout, rest days and stuff like that. Here's my challenge to you and where I am right now. Go for 7 days a week. Now, what this may look like, and let me clarify, I think every day there should be movement in the body. Now, there might be 2-3 days in the gym, but maybe your off days or the days you're not in the gym, go for a walk, do yoga, stretch. Stretching, personally, I think should be a daily thing. There should be some kind of movement there, but you're stretching, you're moving the body. One day you go for a walk, one day you go for a run, one day you ride a bike, one day you lift weights, but make an effort to move. And some days you're going to go maybe a little bit harder than others. Maybe some days are more gentle. But let's get away from this 4 days a week, 3 days a week. No, let's go for daily. And if we miss a day because things got busy, that's fine. We pick up the next day. And as you listen to this video, it's going to be different for everyone. For someone listening to this video, it might be that I usually walk 5 minutes a day. I will try to walk 10 minutes a day, and I'll, maybe 2-3 times a day, whatever. It might be on a smaller scale. And someone else might be, well, I go to the gym 5 days a week. I'll try to push for 6. And of course, listen to your body. Every day is going to be a little bit different, but let's just make a commitment that we're going to move every day. We're going to move the body, and as we get older, that can only help us. You can read all the books you want. It's pretty simple. The more you move the body, obviously being intelligent, you don't want to overexert yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself. But listen to your body when you're working out. But when you work out, it's good for the body. We're designed to move. There's no way around it. We are designed to move properly, intelligently, but we're designed to move. Number 3, for the rest of your life, and if it's funny because, like, going back to that whole exercise thing, so some people will be like, let me work out for that wedding. Let me work out because our anniversary is coming up. Let me work out for this season. Why are you thinking like that? I want to challenge you. You should be working out forever. Yes, there might be more intensity if there's a marathon coming up in your training, and maybe you do want to look good for the wedding or an anniversary, and I get it, but the attitude should be, maybe it changes, but you should be thinking like forever. I'm working out forever. It might change. I might go through a phase where I'm doing a lot of yoga. There might be a phase I'm doing a lot of weights and I'm doing cardio, but forever. So coming back to the whole nutrition thing, eating good for a lifetime, like, why are we thinking that, okay, I'll eat good because I need to lose weight? I mean, I can understand temporarily, but we should be eating good forever. And if you've done something that helped you lose weight, you're eating a certain way and you feel great, why would you do that for 30 or 90 days? Shouldn't you do that for a lifetime, and then you kind of tweak it, you kind of mold it? But let's make a commitment to eat good for a lifetime. And I'm sharing this to inspire you, and obviously I still have to work on stuff, but 2024, I'm filming this video in July. No caffeine this year. Once by accident, I didn't realize something had caffeine, but I'm off the caffeine, no alcohol, feeling great, thinking clearly, and I want to inspire you. What do you know you need to do better? Maybe you're watching this video and you smoke, man. Let's get rid of it. At least start reducing it, right? Maybe you eat out way too much. Maybe you're eating out 7 days a week. Let's just cut that. Choose something easy first that wouldn't be too much effort, and just get better. Maybe you're watching this video and you're like, I know I need to drink more water. Let's just do it, but do it for a lifetime. You know drinking water is good for you. Why would you want to do it for like a week or two? Let's do it for a lifetime. Let's do everything in our power to make sure as you get older, we maximize it. That as you get older, you're as healthy as possible. You look back at your life and you're like, I maximized it. I was healthy. I did the best I could. I had the best quality of life for as long as possible. And go from there. And I get it, there is no guarantees, but at least as a responsible human being, a responsible adult, do what's in your power. I get it. Do what's in your power, and there's going to be challenges. It won't be easy. Life gets busy. Just do it. I think sometimes, and I'm guilty, we overthink stuff, overanalyze, and am I doing this workout right? Do I need that equipment? Should I join that gym? Do I need something else? Do I need to buy this? Just get started. Let's stop overanalyzing, man. Man, I'm a very analytical guy, so this video is probably more for me than anyone. Like, I mean, I think sometimes I just analyze stuff too much, and we just got to jump in, just do it. So let's eat good. And even with nutrition, of course, there's a lot of good books and inspiration. What does it really say? If I really had to summarize what I've read in nutrition, that I think is the best piece of advice: eat real food. I mean, there you go. Basically, as much as you can, eat real food. We know what stuff is processed is not good for the body. I mean, the only other thing I would say, I'm a big fan of, small portions and just high frequency. Some people like to fast, see what works for you. But I think we can all agree high quality, real food is the best food we should be eating. There we go. I mean, it's really simple. But let's do that for a lifetime. Let's not just use it for 30 days, 90 days. It should be for a lifetime. Number 4, maintain the spine, man. There's no way around it. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to listen to this video and you might listen to all of it. You might say, I'm just going to do the exercise thing. I might just do the nutrition thing. I totally respect that. I'm just going to tell you my path, what's been helping me, and I want the best for you. And again, you might do it all. You might just do part of it. But number 4, maintain the spine. You got to get regularly adjusted, And again, as I share this with you, there's going to be some people who are like, my headaches are gone. My back feels great. Let me wait till I get really bad again and I'll use chiropractic again. Some people do that. What I'm excited to say, there's some people who use it as maintenance. Just, I want to be good, because here's the thing. When your body feels good, you are naturally confident. You don't even have to pretend or fake it. You look at the world differently when you feel good, when the body's feeling good. And coming back to that same thing, when people exercise regularly, they feel good. Why would they stop? If you're eating good and you're seeing the results, why would you stop? And the same thing with chiropractic. Myself, I go every week, and I've had some health challenges in the past little while, and I'm getting better and better. And it's very tempting maybe to say like, hey, I feel really good. I'm like 90% or whatever. I'm feeling strong. Let me just stop and wait till I fall apart. No, I want the best for my life. So I maintain myself. I look forward to that appointment. I go every Tuesday, and I'm getting adjusted because I want to be proactive. I want to be preventative. If I start getting misalignments, and here's a key thing you should know with the nervous system and the spine, when it first misaligns, you don't feel it. So when it first misaligns and dysfunction starts to develop and inflammation starts to develop, you don't feel it. The symptoms then go mild, and then they get stronger. Why? Your body's trying to get your attention. You're not taking care of me, and it sends a signal, right? And I respect the medical system, and there's a time and place for drugs. There's a time and place for injections. There's a time and place for surgery. But I think as a responsible adult, I should do everything in my power to take care of myself. I should be responsible to maintain the body, and I would like to avoid those things if possible. But I got to do the right things. I'm not going to guess and hope. I'm going to do everything in my power. So I'm going to start my day with, prayer, meditation. I'm going to eat the best I can. I'm going to move on a regular basis. And I'm really happy to say, like, lately I've been very consistent. And I'm the same guy, I'd work out, then I would stop. And I've definitely been consistent. And here's another, I just told actually just being real with you, I was just talking to my wife, and I was like, I was working out consistently, and then I started seeing like, what's the minimum I can do, and my workouts were getting shorter. So I was consistent, but they were getting shorter, and I felt the difference. I didn't feel as strong. So I told my wife, like, you can't cheat the body. You can't pretend like I'm doing all this. It gets reflected in your body. Your body's like going to tell you the truth. So a couple of days back, I was like, man, I am cheating myself. I'm not doing the right workouts. I'm really getting them less and less. I don't have the same intensity. I reset, and guess what happened? Feeling much better, feeling stronger. You can't lie to your body. When you eat the right foods, when you're doing the right things, you're going to feel it, And you could try to convince yourself otherwise. You just feel it. There's no selling there. You just know it. So maintaining the spine, why do we need to maintain it, especially as we get older? Why do we want to be strong? You want good flexibility. You want that amazing posture. And we know if we look at the human body, when things don't move right, inflammation, things don't move right, arthritis develops. Why? Why would we want that? We should do everything in our power to avoid it. We want a healthy nerve system. We want a healthy brain-body communication. I want to make sure my brain is sending a clear signal to my heart, to my lungs, to my digestive system as much as humanly possible. That's why I get adjusted. I want to be the best version of myself, the strongest version of myself. And guess what? When you feel good, you want to exercise. So a lot of people know they should exercise, but they don't feel energetic enough. They don't feel comfortable enough. They don't feel good enough to exercise. They know they should do it. I'm telling you, when you feel good naturally, you want to exercise. You feel better. And what about those people who are like, Dr. said, I don't know what happened. I dropped my keys. I went to lift it and my back seized up. Or, I lifted a book and my back seized up. Or I turned around and then, I got pain in my neck, or my shoulder didn't move and it felt like it came out of nowhere. That's not a sign of someone who's strong. Someone who's strong should be able to lift and move and do these things. And why did that happen? Because gradually over time, the nerve system was stressed, things were not moving correctly, and then we see dysfunction. So that might be pain, it might be restricted range of motion. And what I would suggest is, as soon as possible, address it, take care of it. You're supposed to have fluid movements. You should be moving in a healthy fashion. You should be feeling strong. And because that's my headspace, I work hard on that and I do that, and I hope this inspires you, but you gotta take care of the spine. And taking care of that spine means you're gonna feel better, you will function better, you have flexibility, you can get stuff done. You'll do better at work, you'll do better at home because you feel stronger, you feel better. And you have to do that. And here's another bonus tip I'm going to give you. So I said the prayer, meditation, starting the day with gratitude, reading something motivational. We have to move daily for the rest of our lives. Praying, obviously meditating for the rest of our lives. Eating good for the rest of our lives. Maintaining the spine for the rest of our lives. And again, I got to say this again and again. I'm not asking for perfection. You do you. I've gone through times where I stopped. I was not consistent with exercising. I wasn't doing certain things, and I get back on it. And now I got that momentum. And when you get that momentum, it gets easier and easier and easier. And I want to share with you, I'm really big into resistance bands. Me and my family recently traveled, and I'm very happy to say I took that resistance band with me. Now I could have said, I'm on I'm on vacation. I'll just take that week off. No, I took it with me and I exercised on the vacation. Like, that's the kind of mentality you have to have if you want to have good health. It's the same principle. What did our parents teach us, man? Hard work. And I think we live in a time where, people want stuff without the hard work. It doesn't work that way. The people who invest time and energy in the health are going to be healthier. There's no way around that, right? And we have to accept that. That applies to me. That applies to everyone, right? And here's a bonus tip I'm going to finish with. And I really hope you got a lot out of this video. You're supposed to get health. You're supposed to maintain your health, do what you can, and have the best quality of life possible, not suffer for the last 20, 30 years of your life. You should be strong and healthy and start with that mentality. But here's a bonus tip. On a weekly basis, what I want you to start doing is just reflect on it. Maybe on a Sunday, Friday, whatever day you want to choose. Choose one day of the week. Maybe it's Monday when you start the week. Just take a snapshot of the last week, and maybe you're listening to this video and you're trying to lose weight. Look at the past week, measure yourself and say, hey, how am I doing? Maybe you have a blood pressure issue and you've been trying to walk better, eat better, whatever. Just measure it that week and just look back and say, what were the wins? What were the challenges? Because I believe on a weekly basis, if you can measure yourself, we can course correct. Why, you might meet the doctor and the doctor's like, okay, there's a health concern. Let's meet in 90 days. And it's kind of like in 90 days, like, how do you really measure it? Like, what are you going to do actively to make sure you get the best results possible? What I would suggest to you is every week, measure and say, okay, how am I doing? Am I getting closer to my goal? Am I getting far away from my goal? Whatever it is, this applies to anything, but every week, look at your life and say, what can I do better? Maybe you want to spend more quality time with your kids. How is this past week? And I believe on a weekly basis, you can change things and we can measure, opposed to waiting until things get really out of control and then it's too late, right? And that weight thing is easy. So let's say someone is trying to lose weight, and I'm going to use a random number. Let's say this person is 200 pounds and they're trying to get down to 180, just random numbers, right? But let's say after a week, they saw their lifestyle and they're just 201. Isn't it easier to get that under control until you wait till you're like 220? It's going to be harder. Then it feels overwhelming. But if you're like, wait a minute, I'm 200, I gained a pound this week, I got to tweak something, you get that under control, then the 201 turns into 200, 199, 196, and you can course correct. So every week, look at your life, whatever you're working on, and say, what can I do better? What was the proper things I did? What's something I could have changed? But on a weekly basis, measure, analyze something, see how you're doing, and you'll have a better life. So remember, you're supposed to be strong throughout life. You should have a good quality of life. It takes work and energy. There's no way around it. And you can start at any age. I think the younger the better, but at any age, I think you can always improve, work on yourself constantly, create yourself, become a masterpiece, man. That's what I'm really trying to say. Make a masterpiece of yourself. So you look back at your life, even your friends and family say, wow, that person did their best. They made the world a better place. That's what it's all about. I believe you're a masterpiece. God bless you. I really hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, if you want to reach out to how we can help you achieve your health goals, give us a call, text us, 905-896-3393, 905-896-3393. You can visit our website, gopowerflow.com. We're here for you. I really hope these videos inspire you. God bless.